Now to North Carolina, where the wife of the black man shot by police has released video. She recorded the day her husband died. The video comes out as Charlotte police continue to refuse to release dash and body cam video of the shooting death of Keith Scott. Senior correspondent Rick Leventhal is in Charlotte tonight with what we're learning from this eyewitness video and the fallout in the community. Good evening, Rick.
Good evening, Brett. The video is disturbing and leaves many questions unanswered. You never see a weapon, but you hear Charlotte police telling Keith Scott repeatedly to drop his gun, and then multiple shots are fired.
Don't shoot him. He has no weapon.
This video, recorded by the wife of Keith Lamont Scott, captures her desperate pleas with police not to shoot and for her husband to cooperate.
Keith, don't you do it.
After repeated warnings from officers to drop the gun, multiple shots are fired. The shooting sparked a third night of demonstrations in uptown Charlotte, but this time there was no blatant looting or vandalism, in part because of additional security provided by hundreds of Army National Guard troops and state police, called in after the governor declared a state of emergency. Tear gas was deployed when one group tried to shut down a stretch of I-277, and Charlotte's midnight curfew will remain in effect through the weekend, forcing cancellations and closures.
There are some businesses that have made decisions not to operate on their normal hours. If folks are attending an event or going to a business, they should check beforehand.
Dozens were arrested during violent rioting Tuesday and Wednesday, and one man in the crowd was shot and killed, reportedly by a fellow protester. This morning, Charlotte police arrested a suspect in that murder. Thursday night, marchers called for the release of police body cam and dash cam video of Scott's death, an African-American man killed by a black officer. It was shown to family members late yesterday, and after their viewing, their attorney released a statement saying while police did give him several commands, he did not aggressively approach them or raise his hands at members of law enforcement at any time. It is impossible to discern from the videos what, if anything, Mr. Scott is holding in his hands. When he was shot and killed, the family says, Mr. Scott's hands were by his side, and he was slowly walking backwards. The police chief says any decision to release the footage is now in the hands of the State Bureau of Investigation, and it does not tell the whole story.
One piece of evidence will never, ever make a good case. I know the expectation that video footage can be the panacea, and I can tell you that is not quite the case.
This evening, local media, citing police sources, report a gun found at the scene was loaded with Scott's DNA, blood, and fingerprints on it. Tonight, authorities brace for yet more protests. Meanwhile, businesses have closed, events and concerts have been canceled, and the economic fallout from the impact of this shooting continues to climb. Brett?
Rick Leventhal live in Charlotte. Rick, thank you.